Good afternoon. I am now in San Pablo, and this is so far a really nice place. Now, why am I here? I've actually come here very blind. It's been a recommendation from one of my subscribers, a Brit abroad in Philippines is what he calls himself, and he said, get yourself down here. So I have. He recommended me a hotel, saying it was cheap as chips. So without even looking online to find out what it was like, that's the place over there where it says, I don't know if you can see it, main entrance, City Inn. Unfortunately, it's closed. And so I've just gone to the one next door. I love A&P. Now that has turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because of the fact it is cheap as chips. It's 840 pesos a night, and I was only going to stay here for the one day, the one night, and leave tomorrow. But there's actually a lot here to do, so I've booked in for 2 nights. Now, I left Calamba this morning, and instead of getting a minibus or a normal bus, I got one of the Jitneys. I think that's what they call them. I'm just trying to find one around here to show you what it looks like. It's one of the long buses. I can't see one. The journey actually took me about, in fact there's one there. So that's what I travelled in, all the way up here. Took about 2 hours to get up, and it cost me 62 pesos, which is the cheapest transport I've had so far. Now, when I got on the bus, I was the only one on it, and I was quite happy with that. There's a little picture of me on the bus. Within 5 minutes it was packed, and with the backpacks it was a tight squeeze, but it was more comfortable than the minibus I got to Calamba, so I was quite happy. Now, there is, as I said, a fair few things to do here. I'm just going out for quick. This is the first time I've been outside the hotel. Just have a quick look around and see what there is. Now, for the last few, for the last few vlogs I've been doing, the traffic noise has been crazy, that you've hardly been able to hear me. But at the bottom of my backpack, I had a microphone, which is just there, and it's the first time I've had to bring it out to attach to me. What I don't realise, it's AI generated, which means it picks up my voice above the traffic, hopefully. But I'm only out for an hour because of the fact there is a storm coming. Receptionist has told me, and I've looked online and they're not wrong. So before it gets too wet and I get too drenched, I'm just gonna have a walk around. And the other reason I am actually going to be staying here is, after just over a week of backpacking, I've got laundry to do. When you go backpacking, you do stay in hostels, and hostels are geared towards travellers who are going for long distances, over a long period of time, and they usually have their own laundry system within place. However, because I'm staying in hotels, I've actually got to find them myself. Big welcome sign. that. Have they built that just for me? Lying at the top. Oh look, there's a laundry sign. I'm hoping that I'll have a laundry that I can actually hand stuff in and not just sit around waiting for it to be finished. So normal life does still carry on for me, even though when I'm backpacking. Let's have a look in. That's quite reasonable. If I bring it down in half an hour, we'll be ready by lunchtime tomorrow. Perfect. 180 pesos for 7 kilograms. I don't think I've got that much, but it's still cheap. I'm quite happy. So that's another reason for me to go back to the hotel. And obviously when I go back, I'll take you around and show you the sights of the hotel itself and my room, which I was lucky enough, as I left earlier, I just met the owner, who's a really nice lady, who's really interested in what I'm doing, and thought it was a little bit crazy for backpacking all the way back to England in a year. Yep, I'm crazy. So already, even though there's a lot of traffic, it's a lot quieter than the last 3 places I've been to. It's already got like a very chilled vibe. Nothing too exciting happening. This must be the main shopping district. You've got a KFC there. You've got the golden arches of McDonald's. Look how busy that one is. These buses. And to be honest, I see I was a bit packed in on the bus. It wasn't really that bad. The driver kept talking to us to keep awake, I think, because I was just behind him. Oh, look at that. So that's the House of Representatives for the Philippines. Ooh. Definitely governmental. So here's a little plaque for this building. It's the Fula Malva Mansion. For those that can't read it, built in 1915, so it's older than me. It was built during the Filipino-American War. Wow. It's now dedicated to the citizens of San Pablo city. There's the garden. That's looked after. Tomorrow will be a full day of me going out and about, seeing stuff. So this looks like the centre of San Pablo. You've got all the fast food joints, Jobley. You've got McDonald's down there, KFC. But then you go further up here is the cathedral. Now tomorrow is when I'll go out and about checking it out. Because first thing on my list to do is to go for a coffee. And there is a coffee shop according to the map just up here on the left hand side. Oh, there's a shopping mall down there. That's another thing to do tomorrow. That little park there looks really nice. But I want to have something for tomorrow. Right. Is this it? This looks like a coffee place, and this is where I want to go. I need my caffeine fix. Oh my god, that was amazing. What's it called? Gatto Place? Si Cristiana. The coffee was decent, but the pistachio cake that I treat myself to was probably one of the best cakes I've ever had. Oh, well recommended. I'm quite liking this place. Now the temperature has dropped a little bit. I can see dark clouds from over there coming down, so the storm is on its way. So I might head back to the hotel so I can start doing my laundry and handing it in. So all I can say to a Brit abroad in the Philippines, my follower, I think his name is Ray. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Unfortunately, he's not here at the moment. He's out abroad on important matters, is all I know. But tomorrow I will be going up there towards the cathedral. There is lakes to be seen. There's so much to do. Once I get back to the hotel, I'll be able to show you around, show you the room that I've got for 40 pesos a night. Not often I'm impressed by hotels, but this is quite nice. And it's cheaper than what I usually pay for a hotel. Not as cheap as a hostel though. I'm back at the hotel, and it has got an old colonial feel, apart from the pool table. It's just got a nice, relaxing, chilled vibe. Now each of the rooms are named. There's Paris, there's Dubai over there. There's even a chapel, if you so wish to go in. But my room is at the top. Well, had to be a cheap one. But everywhere you go, you've got little seats, you can just chill in. Free water, which I've not seen before in a hotel. Wow. It's really, really nice. And then, my room is the Bahamas. Of course it is. And then, so it's only 2 single beds, although it's not en suite. The bathroom is just over there. Showers, hot showers, toilets. And this is my place for the next 2 nights. I'm quite happy. Cheap as chips. I just need somewhere to sleep. Obviously I've got a shower place over there, but it's time for me to do my laundry. And if you've enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you can tell me what the quality of the sound is like, it'd be much appreciated, because I don't know if this is working or not. It just seems to be hanging there. Let me know, put it in the comments. As I said, tomorrow I will be out and about to see the sights and the sounds of San Pablo. So if you want to see it, you need to subscribe. But until next time, bye bye for now.